there, Pisces. It's time to have a look and see what is going on with your transition from 2020 to 2021. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, your rising sign horoscope is going to give you additional context as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope is showing up. And your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the story that is running parallel to your sun sign horoscope this week. And if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on here? Well, your main theme this week is the Four of Wands upright, and this spells achievements and accomplishments all around, especially when it comes to long, hard-fought, hard work in progress. Especially for those of you that have maybe been waiting for some kind of payoff, waiting for some kind of page turn. This Four of Wands energy is bringing the conclusion and the no going back milestone achievement, milestone transition that you've been looking for, whether this is in your work or something around your household, something going on with your spiritual path, your spiritual practice. A lot of areas of your life are now getting a chance to wrap up old stories and old business, and there will be cause for celebration with this, because not only are we going to have the payoff and the payout of it, but we are also getting firmly planted in what you might consider to be the new story, the new era for your adventures and for all of your journeys as well. Because the Four of Wands upright is not only closing everything up, but it is also setting you up. As we get on to your personal responsibility card, however, you do have the Two of Swords upright. And the Two of Swords is indicating that you need to know when it's okay to take a platform of non-involvement or a platform of neutrality this week. It feels as though a lot of you are going to be realizing a lot of your own accomplishments, a lot of your own, having your own dreams come true, and some of them are not always going to sync up with what's going on with other people in your life, business partners, family members, things along those lines. The Two of Swords upright is asking you to take a step back from trying to coordinate or manipulate things to always please everybody. Because with the Two of Swords, we may actually be holding back a lot of breakthroughs that could happen because these transitions need to happen in their own natural, organic way, regardless of how it may or may not sync up with other people's plans, other people's agendas, other people's efforts. Everyone's accomplishments can be their own. The Two of Swords upright is also indicating a need to maybe suspend a little bit of personal bias or personal preferential treatments when it comes to certain relationships, certain friendships, because you're also going to be starting to see things with new eyes, and it's in that clear, divinely neutral state that you're going to be getting the most truth. And so we have to make sure that we don't let certain emotional preferences and things like that cloud our judgment. There are a lot of breakthroughs coming your way, but we may need to also allow ourselves to be able to see what it takes to see those things through, even if it may not necessarily mean following the avenues, the advice, or maybe even working with the people we thought we were supposed to be working with, or working according to the preferences of people that we thought we were going to be working with. The cool thing is with that Two of Swords and the Four of Wands, however, is that it does not make a difference. Your week is actually going to be giving you a great deal of what you want. You've just got to make sure that you don't let that get dampened or diminished by too much other energy or too many other life streams, again, plans and priorities and agendas, sharing that space, or maybe cross-contaminating or crossing the streams of that flow. As we get on to your material shift, you've actually got the Nine of Wands upright. And with the Nine of Wands, it does look like a lot of you are going to be finding that maybe a road or maybe a business plan or a job is going to need some serious work when it comes to redrawing boundaries around availability, what kind of work you're doing, or maybe even where you have been putting your money when it comes to either investments you're making in yourself, things that you're saving, or maybe even a major purchase or a major transition you are trying to make. The Nine of Wands is not indicating that things are going to go straight to hell, but it does look like a lot of what you've been playing with or what you are getting introduced to, whether it's new jobs, new roles, again, new financial opportunities, are not necessarily coming in their best form, right? You might be kind of seeing something that's trying to launch on the first draft. The thought is not even formed very well, or the plan doesn't make any sense, or it's clearly not compatible with you. And so you're going to have to know how to actually step back and maintain your own, your own priorities, right? Put yourself first. The Nine of Wands is also indicating that you may be finding that there are some bits of information about what's been going on elsewhere in your field or in your office, in your department, or maybe in an area of your financial life or your home life that you will need to be able to take certain measures in order to either secure or remedy before they get out of hand. But with the Nine of Wands, we are catching it early and we are still able to have a really good week. As we get on to your interpersonal relationships, when it comes to love and also your closest cast members of your own story, right? Friends and relatives, you've got the Page of Wands upright, and it does look like there is an invitation coming your way for a bit of a lifestyle shift coming through a friend or a relative, or maybe this is something that you initiate, something that you've been thinking about proposing, you've been putting on the table, maybe for your partner or for a friend or a relative, like, let's get this initiated. I got this really cool idea. I think we should try this. I think we should go into business together, or I think that we should take a trip, or I think that this would be that kind of really getting the wheels turning. That is actually going to go over very, very well. The Page of Wands is also indicating some of you may be finding that you are being approached. If you are looking for love, you're open to new love, you are actually getting approached this week. You are actually finding that somebody else might be doing the initiation, taking the initiative, doing the pursuing as well. Partners are also going to be having their own breakthroughs. It's not just you. In fact, with the Page of Wands upright, you may be noticing that a partner has also got their own big victory or their own big accomplishment that is actually going to allow for both of you to live the lifestyles that you want in a more physicalized way. And this will call for a bit of a transition, of course, in the relationship, but it's a transition to a quality of life that agrees with both of our individual tastes. For those of you that are curious more about just your own social life in general, you may be also finding out about a big accomplishment or a major breakthrough or windfall coming through a family member or a friend, or a big victory for a friend or a family member that is also making a major venture or a major pursuit not only more feasible, but something that may be already getting underway right now, an adventure commencing that you are invited to take part in. As we get on to your personal shifts, what's going on with you, you've got the Fool upright. If you haven't noticed, this whole week is about new beginnings, new eras, new stories unfolding. And with the Fool, you are actually getting a chance to shed a lot of armor, a lot of defense mechanisms. Start actually employing some more radical trust in life and understanding that if you want to actually live an abundant life, you have to live in a universe of infinite possibilities. And with the Fool card, you're getting a chance to do that. Your slate is clean. You are starting a completely new life. You're actually bringing in a perfect opportunity for yourself to even embark on a life or a lifestyle that actually lets you live in a way that you've only kept in your fantasies. So it's a very, very powerful week, a very encouraging one as well. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands upright, we may have to draw the line in some places professionally so things don't get out of hand, but what's new there? A lot of you are going to have a damn good transition and a damn good new year. So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.